This mod review is brought to you by the Farmer Klein YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Today I bring you another pair of Hooklift mods by our good friend 5-9. He is at it again, and this time around he has made a Hooklift sprayer tank, a John Deere 4045 sprayer tank Hooklift module that you can hook up to a truck or trailer, and an adjustable Hooklift wood container. So let's take a look first at these in the store. We'll buy a pair, and then we'll just take a look at how they work with the Western Star Hooklift truck of his, as well as the just standard IT runner trailer. So under tools and crop protection, go all the way over to the right, we've got our John Deere Hooklift sprayer module. It is a whopping 28,000 liter storage capacity. This is called hook it up, fill it up, and basically spray until it's from sun up to sundown, pretty much. 36.6 meter working width, 12 miles per hour spray speed, and it does hold liquid fertilizer and herbicide. So, keeping with the good old John Deere theme, we've got several John Deere color options to go with. We've got the shiny, which is the default. We've got a chrome option. We've got stainless steel, galvanized metal, car paint. I'm a little fond of car paint. Matte, kind of into matte too. Makes this container look like it might be not really a plastic, but a composite of some sort, as opposed to a metal container. And then we've got painted metal. So I think I'm going to get a shiny, and I'm going to get the matte as a comparative. Let's go ahead and lease up both of those. We've got the default $283. Very, very exacting. Be interested to know if there's a reasoning or a way to the means of coming at that price. $8,582 to lease, $1,682 per day, and $3,533 per operating hour. Now let's go over here to matte and take a look. There is no price adjustment to the color, so you pretty much get a free paint job with your order. I mean, if you're going to be spending that much cash on a spray module, then you know what? Maybe you should get a free paint job. There we've got the matte, and we've got the shiny option. Alright, so let's go ahead, and while we're at it, let's take a look at the Hooklift wood container. So it's under forestry, also under tools. Scrolling over here, and we've got the IT runner. This is the mod from 5.9, and then this is the in-game IT runner trailer module. So the in-game version, we have a choice of main color, which does the deck and the plate here on the front. And with 5.9's version, we don't have a deck. We have the front plate and some rails on the bottom. If we can change our color, change that. And then design color changes the base of the upright struts. Keeping with the John Deere theme, we'll go with a little yellow and green. There we go. And that is $7,500 to purchase, $382 to lease, $75 per day, and $157 per operating hour. And there we go on that one. So this kind of gives it away. So there's one thing that personally I'm not a giant fan of with the sprayer module. And we talked a little bit about this when I did the Terragator video. Let's go with John Deere green. Let's keep that there. Western Star, and then let's get IT Runner trailer. All right, is that the sprayer arms on both this tank and the Terragator did not have collisions, and I think there's, as I said, there's kind of two schools of thought for that. One school of thought is that when you got such a big spread on these booms, you're going to be getting caught up into everything that's alongside the edge of the fields. And for just player sanity, the collisions are been removed. The other field of thought is that, well, I want to have that problem of getting hung up on things because a result of those collisions. Now, something that I noticed when I was testing this out earlier is, realistically, you're probably not getting out of the truck with the spray boom on the back, just based on where the arms are. See, you're going to be able to open that door too terrible much to squeeze out. So maybe a more realistic option would be if those spray arms could be shortened just a wee bit, maybe to where they don't go beyond or too far beyond this resting brace. Then they wouldn't interfere with, theoretically, with the door opening and closing. But that is just a mere minor gripe or suggestion, so to speak. Now what I wanted to do is I wanted to hook up the trailer here and see how it sat on the trailer. I don't think I could hook the trailer up based on how far this overhangs either. There's one option, I mean, you got 28,000 liters. You could, like I said at the intro, you could literally spray all day and not run out of this. Is a fair bit of overhang around the back, so I don't think, practically, you're not going to be hooking up anything to the rear hitch on the truck or the trailer with this. Let's detach, and let's hook up to the other one. I just wanted to see how it sat on the trailer there. As far as the front goes, it's not too far forward. It does hang a bit off the back for sure, but I mean, if that tank is full, the weight off the back is not going to be, I don't think it's going to be overly unbalanced. We're going to hook and spread the wings on this one. Set up well so that when you are pulling it up on the trailer, the rear isn't dragging. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and, whoops, that's what I wanted to do. Let her fly. Spread those wings out. Wrong buttons. Wrong buttons. So we can raise and lower. Spray boom with our left mouse button. And moving the mouse up and down. Wrong mouse button again. Alright, there we go. But as you can see, there are no collisions on the booms. Again, I get it. There's two schools of thought. I tend to lean toward one school of thought. Others will definitely lean towards other schools of thought with respect to, collisions on the spray booms. Doesn't mean we can't still enjoy the same things. I'm sure there's an easy way to go in and modify the XML to add collisions. Should you get overly hung up on it? I know I'm not going to get overly hung up on that, but I do just bring it up just as a point of interest. Let's go ahead and get another truck, because I want to talk about now the log trailer because the log trailer also has a few tricks up its sleeve. It's not just an visual edit of the IT runner trailer, but what this thing can do is we can, obviously it has tension belts on the log stanchions there, but what we can also do is we can right click and we can move the stanchions however we want. So we can move this one by going right click and left and right. We can move the back one, right click and up and down. We can double click both left and right mouse button and move left and right that one. And then we can left click and up and down, and we can move this one. We can really just move them to wherever we want. You cut in short lengths, and you could basically have two different stacks of short lengths. You could try basically balance the load however you wanted, because they do move. As with the other IT runner module, I would caution you that if you stack this thing full, it is going to be quite top heavy and may cause a tipping burden. And what's really nice about these IT runner log trailers is you can load them from the floor, ground, whatever you want to call it. You can load it from the ground, and then you can come over later with the hauling truck and basically hook up a load, and as long as the load isn't too heavy, they'll be able to basically pick the load up and haul it off to market. So before we conclude this particular video, I'm not going to show you spraying because I don't have an easy way of getting a ton of spray in there. I mean, I could buy some pallets and everything, but I would rather use a few minutes of time and talk to you about all the other 5.9 mods, but basically showing you this website. So with the latest additions, the Hooklift and the wood container, 5.9 has gone out and basically set up this little website where all of his mods are going to basically be linked from. So in my description, I will have both a link to this site and a link to modhub.us, which is where he is publishing his work. Okay, so here is the Hooklift link. Here is the wood container link. But I will basically start linking, and I'm going to go back and probably add this link to the other Hooklift video I did, which basically ran over the Hooklift truck, the Hooklift trailer here, the other Hooklift truck, and these other Hooklift modules. Basically just to give a single source for you to go to then get his mods. They all will click back to the modhub.us posting, as you can see there. So if you are ever wanting to try to hunt down a really good Hooklift mod, it's probably going to be over here at 5.9's site. Looks like he's right now working on a Hooklift auger container. There is pretty much he is going to be, in my opinion, the go-to place for Hooklift things in the future. So with that, let me know in the comments, what do you think of sprayer module, and what do you think of the log trailer? So until next time, happy farming.